Yo guys, Vexy here. I am bringing you just a quick little team building thing that I did on the UU forums. No, not UMG. I don't know why you typed that. I'm sorry, I've been absent lately. I've been just focused more on school. So it's an underused thing that was started by Hog. It's the Iron Chef competition. I played Harry Toenail and I beat him. Uh, I don't know. It was pretty good game. I think I had the advantage the majority of the game because I was thinking way long term, and my win condition once he sacked Abomasnow was Crocodile, and since he sacked that thing really early, I pretty much won with Crook. The theme, you had to build a team around two regenerator Pokemon, and so I'm going to go through the team building. This is my first actual team that worked. I'm not the best team builder, but this is the team. It doesn't look too great, but I beat someone pretty decent with it. So let me go through the process. I started off with a Tangrowth Slowking, and I realized that almost everyone's going to be using that core because it's the two best regenerated Pokemon probably that work well together. So I wanted to be a little different, and I ran a Moongus for that Spore, Stun Spore, defensive hit, so I can take on Heracross mainly. Scarfrost is a huge threat to this team. So I just added Moongus for my Pokemon to pretty much just check fighting types. I had Specs Reinforce. This thing single-handedly probably won me the game. Specs Future Sight. Christo gave me the idea for that. It hits like a fucking tank. It just nothing can take that except for like Empoleon took like 30% from it. A modest Specs Future Sight just does a lot. I have Energy Ball just for coverage. I should probably change it to Shadow Ball. Yeah, I'll probably do that now. Shadow Ball, Focus Blast for coverage, and then Side Shock for coverage. I mean for stab, sorry. I have a Mega Pidgeot because I absolutely love Mega Pidgeot. It's probably my favorite Mega, mainly because of Christo. Hurricane, so Hurricane, yeah. Subs, because I don't really have a need to take on Aggron with this thing because Aggron destroys it. Why would I need Heat Wave anyways? I have Hurricane for, and plus Fortress gets 2 it KO'd, and Heat Wave would bring it down to sturdy anyways, and plus Hurricane has a chance to fuse. So that's why I have Defog to get rid of Hazards, and then I just have Protect, so I can Protect and get my speed boost, so I will outspeed Alakazams and such. And then I wanted an offensive Scarfer. I went with Salamence, Moxie Mints, Scarf Mints. It's a little broken. I just did it because I've never actually used Mints before. I actually have not. I've used it, I think, once in one game a long time ago, and I didn't really like it too much, so I just put it on this team because it beats certain pokes that I like, and it has a really powerful outrage for me. And then I was thinking I was either going to run for Alligator or Swampert, and then I actually put Crocodile before this mon, so I had a choice Banded Crook with Intimidate. This thing is just amazing. I absolutely love Crocodile. So I just put Knockoff EQ, Pursuit Trapping, Stone Edge, just a basic set on Crocodile. And I was debating whether I want for Alligator on this last slot or I wanted a like defensive rocker. And instead of like Choice Band, I'd put on Dreadplate. But instead, I figured I want the power on Crocodile, and I want a more like passive mon that can like set up rocks and roar away people in a way. Um, uh, can't remember the phase that can phase opponents, and I thought Swampert because it's another defensive mon that can take hits, and I have no Pokemon that can get Swamperts, and I have Stab EQ. I could have ran Empoleon, but I had 3 special attackers here, and I didn't want 4, so I just went with Swampert because I love Pert. That's basically the team building, so I'm going to go over the replay now that I had against Baynet. So, based off the bat, I lead with Reinquest because it beats his whole team. There's nothing that can beat Reinquest on his team. And he leads with Silence. So for the first turn, I go for the safe, pretty safe, the future sight because I know I can live any hit from Salamence. And I got a Instagram message. Alright. Anyways, I figured, I can live any hit from the Salamence, so I'm just gonna go for the future sight and cause some pressure on his team. And then I switch out as I am specs into my Swampert, as in case he went into this thing pretty much beats anything on his team except for Abomasnow. And if he goes into Abomasnow, I don't know what I would have done there. Probably a Moongus, I guess. But yeah, Abomasnow really just beats this team, and he sacks it early on. So I go into Swampert, and I'm just setting up my rocks here. As this future sight, you see the Abomasnow? No, you don't. It's just gone. It just dies. A future sight it's gone. 100%. Bye. No chance of living. That's what I love about Reinkless. Like, the power of that to one-hit KO a Mon. It's just amazing because it puts pressure on the enemy team. So he pretty much just sacked his win condition for my whole team because Ice Shard outspeeds, I think, maybe Ice Shard, Giga Drain. It beats my whole team, and I don't really have a counter because I can't stun for it. So yeah. Alright, so sorry about that. I went for Stealth Rocks on his switch. Because yeah. Quiz can't really touch me and it's just free rocks.
Hey.
Alright, I'm back. So I went for rocks on his switch because he had to switch. I've been gone for about an hour, so sorry about that. But and he brings in Gator on my Swampert. So he was either going to Crunch, Waterfall, or just DD. I was thinking he'd either Waterfall or DD. So I just went for the EQ to get damage, but he goes for DD. I was more predicting the Waterfall than I wanted to get damage, but he goes for the DD, which is good for me, alternatively, so I can roar this thing out and bring in his Reinkless. So I roar it out so it doesn't sweep my team, and it brings this thing out. So this is a free switch into my Reinkless, because he can't kill me with any move, and he's Calm Mind, so he Calms Minds here. I go for Future Sight, and then I go into Swampert as he Focus Blasts. He misses, which actually that mattered a lot, because then he could have killed me on the next turn, which then he would have this thing, and I mean, Crook would be able to knock off and kill it, but still, it's still a threat. And I live the Side Shock, and I get Aurora. So, and it sacks. This situation is honestly the best situation for me. It brings him into a Alligator, but I would have won I could have won anyways with any other switch, except for Empoleon. But Empoleon would probably be the worst situation possible for me. But it goes into this thing, and then the Future Sight just knocks it out. So now I have a pretty hefty advantage, 6-4, and he brings this thing. This thing is a special Salamence, so I decided to sack my Swampert as it's really low, so Entei beats it pretty much, and then Empoleon is the only thing that pretty much beats it. But I have Crew, I have Reinkless, I have Salamence, and I have a Moongus for Empoleon, so I don't really need to save that. And plus, everything on my team is more important than that. So here he goes for the Roost as I go for the Psyshock. No, I go for a Future Sight again, as he switches into Empoleon. And here I switch out into my Pidgeot. And after this, I switch back into my Reinkless to take any hit he goes for, or the Defog, which I predicted. And the Future Sight to especially defensive Empoleon resisted to 65%. I mean 35%. Just like that's insane damage right there. Like honestly. So he switches out into Reinkless as I go for Focus Blast and miss. So now we're even on Focus Blast. And I think he Calm Minds here. No, he Focus Blast. Yeah, so I go into my Moongus because it's the least valuable member on my team, and I just get a free Spore off here as he Sleep Fathers his Salamence, which is alternatively pretty good for me. And then he goes back into his Entei as I switch into my Reinkless. So here I can live any hit from this, and I don't really need Reinkless. Well, that's cool. I don't really need Reinforce anymore, as every Pokemon on my team pretty much beats his team. I can win with Crook, right? At this point, now there's Bomb Snow and for Alligator Gun, I can win with Crocodile. Just spam knockoff. Knockoff kills, and Reinforce, it kills Salamence. 2 it KOs it, but it's sleeping, so it's not really a threat. And then Empoleon, I have EQ. So in this situation, I'm pretty good. I just go into this, let it take damage, as I go for a Side Shock damage to get this thing weakened, so it's not a threat. So Knockoff will kill it. And I stack that, and then go into my crew. And here I just click Knockoff as he goes into Salamence. It's a solid 60%, which is insane for the Intimidate. Knockoff is Life Orb. He just switches out back, and no, he's burns a sleep turn as I go into Pidgeot. He goes into Empoleon, and at this point I'm just stacking my Pidgeot, weaken Empoleon as much as I can. I don't need Empoleon, I mean Pidgeot, anywhere on the team, and maybe I can get lucky and confusion hacks into that. But no, he breaks out, and he hits me with the Torrent. No, he sets up rocks. I get another one off, and I defog the rocks away, and he gets a crit Torrent boosted Scald, which is a lot. And then I just sack my Pidgeot here, go for the Hurricane, as he kills me with Scald. So this situation, I pretty much have this one in the bag, because I have Scarfments, I have Crocodile, I have Amoonguss. Here I just go for the knockoff, because it will kill this, and it will kill that, it will kill that, it will kill that. And he goes into Salamence. I say that so I don't have to worry about Intimidate, and here I'm just sacking my Amoonguss, just spamming Spores. So whenever he wakes up, I can Spore him back to sleep, because I will live this. I will live that no matter what, and I go for Spore, get this thing asleep. And now he's going to be guaranteed a 1 Sleep Tune, so I get a free switch into my Crocodile. No, my Salamence, sorry. I go back into my Moongus on the Side Shock, because I don't really need this. And I don't know what he was trying to predict there. I just went for a Sludge Bomb to get damage. Just because why not? And he kills me at the next Side Shock. And now he's in range. I think Knockoff and Perk does a lot. It does like 80 something to 100 something %. I think 89 to like 109. So I just need a little bit of damage on it to kill. And right now he's at range of Knockoff, so he has to sack his Salamence. It lives this somehow, but there's no way he's going to wake up here. So I just go for another Knockoff, and then he goes into his Quest again, and I switch out because I cannot kill this thing with one noob. And here, I just lock myself into Dragon Claw. In this situation, if I went for Outrage, he can just recover stall me until I hit myself with Confusion and then keep me that way. So I go for Dragon Claw because Dragon Claw inflicts like 30 something %, 32. And that always, no matter what, will leave Reinforce in range of a knockoff. And then I outspeed Entei with that. So in this situation, I was just spamming Dragon Claw. It doesn't matter if he gets boosts, because as long as he's under 90%, I am a guaranteed kill. And since Dragon Claw does at least 90%, I have a guaranteed kill with Crew any day. There's no way he can beat me. So at this point, I say GG because there's no way he can win. Because if I just keep, he'd have to PP stall me, and Dragon Claw is more than recovers. So at that point, I just get the damage, he kills me with Side Shock, and I just go into Rook and just win with Knockoff here, because it was guaranteed kill on this, and then I outspeed Entei, and Knockoff kills. E-Speed has no chance of killing me, and he says GG. So that's pretty much my thought process on that game. I hope you guys enjoyed.